Hello you guys, it's the Gaming Mermaid and welcome to my channel. So I got a comment asking me to react to this very old Gacha Life mini movie called Paid to Marry the Alpha. And no, I did not already do this story. I made sure of it, and I will be doing part 1 and part 2.
Now what am I gonna do? How in the world am I gonna get out of here? Come on, there must be some way. Huh? What the window! Bingo! Finally! Freedom at last! Time to drive away from here before they realize I'm gone.
Would you like me to write you a bill now, ma'am?
Oh no, not just yet. My boyfriend and I are still having dinner. He just left to go to the bathroom.
The Alpha with the white hair?
Yep, that's him.
I just saw him leave and drive away in his car at the parking lot a minute ago.
What? I really need to stop doing this. I can't keep ditching her every time we hang out together. It's not right. But what else am I supposed to do? Waste a whole 2 hours of my day having dinner with her obnoxious self? As if. I really don't know what my dad expects from all this. For me to just suddenly fall in love with her during one of our dates? Yeah, no, I don't like her and I most certainly will not marry her. Now he's going to call me like always and scream at me for ditching her, right? Oh man, now. Yes, father dearest.
This is your mother.
Oh, why are you calling me?
Because your father is too busy screaming in anger to even speak to you right now. How could you ditch Sariah again?
Because I don't know what you and Dad don't understand. I don't like her, nor do I want to marry her.
If you won't find anyone else, then you're going to be marrying her. End of story. We have one of the most successful packs in the world, and you being 23 years old and being the lead alpha of our pack, it's essential you get married and start a family so you're able to have an heir to carry on our legacy. And she's the perfect girl to get married to. Her family is also incredibly strong alphas, so being with her will give us an incredibly strong heir.
I don't care. I don't care how powerful she is or how great she'd be for me. I don't want to be with her.
And why not?
Because she's so annoying and has absolutely no personality whatsoever. Once I jokingly said I was gonna jump off a cliff and she said she'd come with me. I really don't know why you're forcing me to marry her.
We're not forcing you, but if you won't pick someone yourself, then we'll pick for you.
But that's not fair!
I don't care!
Well, you should!
Look, Charles, we've had enough of this nonsense!
Huh? What the?
Charles, are you there? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Alright, well, as I was saying...
I need to go!
Huh?
I'll call you once I get back home.
Excuse me, young man, I'm still not done talking to you.
Bye! We don't want you here. Just leave us forever! I don't care what you want. That's not your house to demand me to leave. It's my dad's. Well, too bad. Your dad is gone. He doesn't make the rules, nor does he own the house anymore. My mother and I do, and we both want you to leave. And what if I don't? You're going to regret this. What are you gonna do? Beat me up? I'd love to see you try, Mushroom. That'll teach you, you unwanted loser. Stay away from the house. It's ours now, not your dad's. Get off me. No matter how much you hurt me, I'm not leaving. We'll see about that. Holy moly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Yeah. Think twice before messing with me. What? Oh, an alpha? Now I see why she ran away. I'm just going to run! Not so fast. I just saved you, and this is how you're gonna repay me? A thank you would be nice. Aw, is someone blushing? What? No, I'm just nervous. And why is that? Because you're too close, that's why. Anyways, thank you for helping me, Alpha, but now I'll be going. Bye! Hold up, where do you think you're going? Here, let me fix you up. Thanks. Do you even have anywhere to go? Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Will, that girl you just protected me from is my stepsister. I live with her and her mom. Lately, they've been arguing with me to leave, though. So then why don't you leave? Wow, thanks, Einstein. I didn't think of that. You're welcome. I'm kidding. Oh, so then why don't you? Because not all of us are super rich alphas that can buy a mansion whenever we please. You are in the slums of the town. We don't have money here. I have nowhere else to go other than back to that stupid house. Now, if you excuse me, privileged little princess, I'll be going home. I wish you were still here, Dad. Huh? Hey, come back here. How dare you walk away from me without my approval? Have you forgotten I'm an alpha? You have no right to just yell at me and leave. I demand respect. Well, with all due respect, Mr. Alpha Man, what you said was so stupid I felt the need to leave. I also need to go back home before those jerks lock me out. Now let me go home, please. Ugh. Can't go back there. I won't allow it. It's my job as Alpha to protect wolves in danger, and you're in danger. I'm not. Yes, you are. Who knows how badly your stepsister would have hurt you if I never came along. I can't believe I'm actually standing here arguing with a wolf. I could have taken you down the second you disobeyed me and shouted at me. Oh, really? Then go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Watch it. Can I go now? No, not back to that house. Then where am I gonna go? I'll be homeless. You can come stay with me for the time being. What? Well, with all due respect, Alpha, I know you're powerful and a protector and all, but I don't know enough to just go with you. I mean, I don't even know what pack you're in. My name's Charles. Charles Eddington. Does that ring a bell? You're in the Eddington family? Shh, don't be so loud. Your family line has been the strongest alphas on Earth since 1862. Whoa, why'd you do that? Because someone doesn't know when to be quiet. And yes, my family are the Eddingtons. Well, since you now know I'm Charles Eddington, can I ask you what your name is? My name's Amy. Amy Stone. Nice name, Amy. So why did you go to this trashy neighborhood if you're in Eddington? Well, I didn't mean to. It was by accident. I was running away as fast as possible and didn't really take notice in the direction I was heading. Running away? What? Are you under threat or something? No. Well, sort of. I was running away from my date. Your date? Yes, you heard me right. It's a long story. Well, good thing I have time. Spill the tea. All right, well, I was running away from my date, Sariah Nelson. Hold up! Sariah Nelson was your date? She and her family are one of the strongest alphas in the world. Yes, thank you for clarifying that. Why in the world would you run away and ditch her? You guys would be a power couple if you got together. Imagine how powerful your babies would be. I don't want to imagine anything with her. I don't like her, so I left. End of story. For goodness sake, you're exactly like the rest of them. You all think just because we'd create a strong heir means we should be together. There's more to dating and marrying someone than just to have their children with them. I'm just not a guy who falls in love. I don't want kids or to start a family. Well, if you don't want anyone, then why are you going on dates with her? Because my parents make me. Well, then tell them to stop. Thanks, genius. It's not that easy. They insist I find someone to be with so I can provide an heir for our families to carry on our family's legacy. And it needs to be my biological child or else it's not truly our family's alpha blood. Oh, so then why don't you just have a child then? Were you even listening to me? I don't want one. All right. We're here. So how long am I allowed to stay here? Because I don't have anywhere else to go, nor do I have a job or any money to provide for myself. I don't really know. You could stay here for as long as you'd like, I guess. Well, unless I end up having to marry Sariah. Come on, here it is, my humble home. This is where you'll be staying till you get your own place. Let's go in. You coming, or are you just gonna carry on staring at the house in awe? Coming! Here it is, my room. Your room? But there's only one bed! Please don't turn this into one of those cheesy, there's only one bed, guess we have to sleep beside each other and fall in love scenarios. That's the only bed in the house because I never thought I'd ever have visitors who needed to stay over, so I never bothered putting any beds, even though I have this giant mansion with 50 rooms. Alright, well that doesn't distinguish the fact that there's only one bed and two people. Oh my gosh, really? It doesn't? Who would have guessed? I'll sleep on the floor. You don't have to. I know I don't. The conversation about Sariah earlier is still not over, mister. Ugh. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. Alright, well, good night. Good night. Ouch, my back! Why am I sleeping on the floor? Oh, that's why. I completely forgot I brought her home with me. Why am I such an idiot? Why in the world did I decide this would be a rational decision to make last night? I really need to stop making such rash decisions when I'm tired at night. Now what do I do with her? She could be a thief for all I know. I need some coffee to clear up my mind. Frappuccinos, yum! Huh? Alright, calm down, I'm coming! Who is it? Mom, Dad, what are you two doing here?
Nice to see you too, son. I told you the conversation we had yesterday before you rudely hung up on me wasn't over.
Yeah, what she said. What do you guys want now? What do we want? We want to know why you ditched Sariah yesterday. Again! Because I don't like her. And I don't want to get married. And I don't want to—
That's enough! We're not having this stupid argument with you again for the 500th time. We've given you more than enough time to either deal with it or find someone else. And you've done neither, so we'll choose for you. You're marrying Sariah and your wedding's next month. Goodbye.
Wait, what?
You heard me. We've already booked the venue for you to get married next month. So get prepared because the wedding's happening whether you like it or not.
Did you tell him yet?
Yep, just did.
Hooray! I can't wait for us to get married.
So, this is it, huh?
I'm going to marry this nut job and be with her for the rest of my life? No, this can't be.
Aren't you excited?
No, I'm not.
Charles!
I'm sorry, but I just can't marry her.
And why not?
Because I'm in love with another girl. And we're planning on getting married too. I'm sorry for not telling you earlier. Nailed it.
No way! He's lying. He must be. Or else he would have mentioned this earlier if he was telling the truth. Honestly, I doubt this girl even exists.
Of course she does. In fact, she's right here in my bedroom at this very moment.
Oh, really? Prove it then. Bring her out.
Wait, sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Bring her out!
Oh, I would, but she's sleeping. I don't want to wake her up in her slumber. You know girls and their beauty sleep.
If you don't bring her out and prove that she's real, then the wedding with Sariah is happening anyways.
No! I can bring her out. 1 second. Amy, get up.
What's going on?
I'll explain later. Just come with me.
But I haven't even brushed my teeth.
Just come on. Here she is. Everyone, meet my girlfriend, Amy.
She's not even an alpha.
You never said she had to be an alpha.
Who even is she? How did you even find this girl? What part of the town do you even come from?
Orrington Street.
You're from the slums? So you're telling me you got yourself a poor non-alpha who's from the slums, and you consider her to be wife material?
Wife material? Shh. I'm so disappointed in you, Charles. I don't care. You guys said I could find someone myself, and I found someone. Now is the wedding between me and Sariah over?
No! We want to speak to you and your new fiancé privately before we decide whether she's right for you.
But—
No buts! I expect to see both of you in my house at the business party later tonight. Let's go!
I'm so sorry, Sariah. What in the world just happened?
Why was Sariah Nelson and your parents here, and why did they say wife material? And why did you say I was your girlfriend and soon-to-be wife?
Because you sort of are.
What?
This is why we shouldn't go home with strangers. What did I get myself into? Would you stop screaming? You don't have to be my fiance. I'm not gonna force you or anything. You can bail out, leave right now, and never come back if you want to. But please, let me explain the situation first. My parents have been trying to get me to marry Sariah for the past 6 months now. And somehow, every day for the past 6 months, I've managed to dodge having to marry her. Well, I had managed to dodge it until today. They unexpectedly came over my house with Sariah and told me I was getting married, and the wedding venue was booked for next month. And since I clearly had no choice, the only excuse to get me out of this that I could think of was that I was getting married to someone else. And since you were already here at the house, you were the perfect person to say I was marrying.
Ugh! So you want to marry me to get out of marrying Sariah because you don't want to get married?
No, well, sort of, but not actually marry. Instead, we'll fake marry. And what I mean by fake marry is that we won't actually have to truly be married. Once we're married, quote unquote, we don't have to be together and act like a proper husband and wife. We won't have to go on dates, share a bedroom, kiss, etc. And we most certainly won't have kids, so don't worry about being marked by me. All we have to do is say we're married in front of the public eye for a while. And after a year, we can have a divorce and move on with our lives. Just so I could get away from Sariah for a while. So, what do you say? I'm sorry, Alpha, but I can't go through with this. I think marriage is a serious thing and it shouldn't just be played around with like this. I'm afraid I can't agree to this, but I wish you the best for you and your future. Please, you don't understand how much I don't want to get married to Sariah, and if you don't agree, I'll have to. I'm sorry. Wait, you said you were homeless and have no money, right? That has nothing to do with this. I'll give you a monthly allowance of $10,000 if you agree to this. $10,000? $1,000 a month? Or you can leave empty-handed with nowhere to go. Your choice. Fine. Yes, I'll marry you. What do we do now? Well, first we have to go to my parents' house for their business party tonight, so you can meet them and introduce yourself properly. Holy moly, I thought this was a business party, not a royal ball. Stay in character. You know what to say, right? All right, well, there they are. Prepare yourself. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, son. Glad to see you arrived.
Ah, happy to see you came with your girlfriend too. Amy, is it?
She doesn't look as tacky as she did this morning. Well, when you saw me this morning, I had just woken up. Of course, I'm not gonna look pretty if I'm rushed out of bed without even getting the chance to brush my teeth.
Okay. So, Charles, are you sure this is the girl you want to marry?
Positive. My heart only longs for her. Oh, and my heart only longs for him. Yeah.
How and when did you two even meet? I mean, since you're from such a poor area and my son is from one of the finest, how did you two even manage to find each other and fall in love?
It's a long story. Are you serious? What the heck is going on here? Sariah, what do you want now? I want to know, is it true? Are you actually with her and getting married to her? Of course, I'm in love with her. Then how come you hadn't just told me that before all of our dates? In fact, you hadn't told any of us you had a fiance before today. And if she's your fiance, then you must have been dating her for at least a few months. So why didn't you just tell us you had a girlfriend? Well, I was going to. No, you weren't. Because I doubt you even knew her before yesterday, too. She's not really your girlfriend. I don't believe it. I can't and refuse to believe that you'd ever fall in love with such a disgusting, poor, powerless wolf like her over me. Well, whether you want to believe it or not, he has. So fix your attitude. Nice one, babe. Ugh. Fine then. Prove it. What? Go on. Kiss. Well, you see, that would be a problem because... Oh, so you can't? Exactly what I thought. No, of course we can. Come here, babe. Whoa. What the? Exactly. Next time, try not to be so rude for no reason. You know, I'll soon be an alpha in the Eddington family too. Now, if you excuse me, my fiance and I have other things to do than to argue with bitter exes. Let's go, babe. Bye-bye. Did you see the look on her face? He was so mad. You kissed me? Yep, just to put that little brat in her place. And it worked. Right, just to put her in her place. Yeah. Hey, Charles, is that your new fiance? Yep, but I thought you were getting married to Sariah. Wait a minute, she isn't even an alpha either? Oh boy, I want to know how this happened. Please tell me all about it. I'll meet up with you later, Amy. You again? Hadn't me kissing him made it clear? I'm his fiance and we're deeply in love. And we're getting married whether you like it or not. That's absolutely revolting to hear. I can't believe he ditched a strong alpha like me for some wimp like you. Soon you'll be having his heir and he'll mark you. And then your poor self will be an alpha. And you don't deserve to be. And you don't deserve to be having his heir. I do. I should be the one having his future child, not you. And I should be the one marrying him. Well, tough luck. You're not. Go cry about it. You better dump him before the wedding wimp. No way. I'm warning you. I don't care. You're so going to regret this. I'm so scared of your empty threats. What are you gonna do? Tell me off to your strong alpha parents? No. I'm going to do much worse. I'm going to destroy your life. Consider this a warning. Amy, are you there? Oh, Amy! What are you doing on the floor? What happened? Oh, nothing. That stupid nutjob Sariah just pushed me. Ugh, what a jerk. I think it's time we should leave anyways. It's getting late. Alright, Amy and I will be going home now.
You're leaving so soon? Well then, it was nice to meet you, Amy. We'll see you guys later.
Bye!
Oh, and we also wanted to say that your father and I are happy with your decision to marry Amy. Although we did prefer you pick an alpha, we're happy that you found someone anyways. Because what truly matters is that you're happy with the person you're with, not whether whether they're an alpha or not. Thanks, Mom. So, are you two excited to get married next month? Next month? Yes. I thought we already told you that we scheduled the wedding venue for next month. Yeah, but I thought I wasn't marrying Sariah anymore. You're not, but the venue has still been booked, so instead of marrying Sariah there, you'll be marrying Amy. What's the problem? Yeah, you said you two were engaged and getting married anyways. Yeah, but then it doesn't matter whether you guys get married next month or next week. The wedding's going to happen anyways. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, bye, Mom and Dad. Bye-bye.
What the heck just happened? Surely they're not serious, right? We're not getting married next month, right?
Wrong. Apparently, they still want me to get married as soon as possible, whether it's with Sariah or not.
Can't you tell them to delay the wedding a little longer?
Nope, no can do. I've already delayed it as long as I could with Sariah. If I push it back any further, they're literally going to throw me off a cliff. So what? We're just gonna get married that soon? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's not like it's a real marriage or anything though.
I know, but it's still a big deal. Whether the marriage is real or not, we'll still be together and living together for an entire year before and after we get married.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But we don't have a choice. This is the only way I'll be able to avoid getting married to Sariah. If you want to bail out on the marriage, then...
No, it's fine. But what are we supposed to do until the wedding?
Well, we need paparazzi to catch us together so they know you're the one I'm marrying. So for this whole month until our wedding, we need to go to as many places as possible together so paparazzi can take pictures of us and report that we're together. That way, the town will eventually see all the pictures and realize I'm not going to marry Sariah. And so, when we get married, Sariah will probably move on and marry someone else.
Alright, sounds good, I think.
Plus, hanging out and going to places together will help us get along better and get closer together. Because although we're not really getting married, we'll still be together for a long time. It's best if we build a connection and some sort of relationship during that time.
You're right. So what sort of places should we hang out at?
Well...
And for the next few weeks until our wedding, we went to all sorts of places where paparazzi could find us. We'd go outside and just walk down the street. We'd go to the beach. To restaurants. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, let me clean you up. To theme parks, to ice cream stores. We went everywhere.
Whoa!
And although we were supposed to pretend to have to like each other and have fun for the camera, I never felt like I was pretending. I was actually having fun, real fun. And I sort of felt like I was even in love, even though I didn't believe I'd ever fall in love.
And here we are.
Wow, this place is gorgeous. Wait, isn't this just your back garden?
Yeah.
Then what are we doing hanging out here? This is your private garden. No paparazzi can find or see us here.
Yep, I know. That's the point.
Huh?
I wanted tonight's hangout to just be you and me together with no paparazzi or any other interruptions. That way we can talk together about more meaningful things. You know, like our hobbies, our interests, our desires, and maybe about our pasts.
Our pasts?
Yes, or maybe we don't have to. Because I already know what you did!
Huh? What are you talking about?
I know that you used to be an infamous criminal in the neighborhood you lived in. Everyone in the neighborhood used to fear you because you did criminal activities, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know how you know about this, but I only did criminal activities for about a month or two, and I only did it when necessary. For instance, if I couldn't afford food to eat, and I stopped doing that sort of thing months before we met. And that isn't my past. A lot more has happened in my life than just those months of having to steal for human necessities.
And what was your past like?
Do you really want me to tell you?
Yeah, I just want us to know more about one another since we're getting married soon. And although I know we've been hanging out non-stop these couple of weeks, I still feel as if we don't know enough about each other. Like we're just strangers who talk, and we're never gonna get close if we hardly know anything about each other.
I guess you're right.
So, do you want to go first?
Sure.
Well, I was always curious. How exactly did your stepsister become your stepsister? You know, since you said your stepsister and stepmom kicked you out of your home, how did they become your stepsister and stepmom and get a hold of your house in the first place?
Oh, right. Well, before they came into my life, I used to live with my dad. He was a single father after my mom had passed away from childbirth after giving birth to me. And he was the best dad that I could have ever asked for. He'd work all day, every day, just to provide for us and pay off the rent for that disgusting apartment we lived in. Bye, Dad! Bye, sweetie. Subsequently, he rarely had any time to spend with me as a family. We lived in the slums of the town, and I still did until I met you. And we were still struggling to pay off an ugly apartment that was only $200 a month. Wow, I'm so sorry. It's fine. Well, anyways, it was like that for a couple of years until my father finally had enough and went out looking for a new job. He knew he couldn't carry on working as a janitor all day every day any longer, earning below minimum wage. Not only was he not earning enough, he was wasting his precious time making himself tired rather than spending time with me as a family. And when he came back home after looking, he was the happiest person I had ever seen. I thought he had gotten the jackpot. Dad! I got a job! I thought he got an incredible job. What sort of job? But no, with his qualifications, I should have expected he didn't get anything reputable. Instead, he got another sort of job that went against the law. He had basically turned into a criminal. He did terrible, terrible things. All just so he could get a good paycheck at the end of the day. And he did. He got amazing money from it compared to what he got before. And after only working for a few months, we were able to move out of our apartment and into a new house. Our very own house. No rent or nothing. It was just ours. Although the house was still in the slums of the town, he promised he'd get us out of there soon too. And soon we started living like luxury, not having to worry about money at all anymore. And instead of working all day, he'd only work at nights, which meant we could spend more time together. Although I knew the job he was doing was wrong, I didn't care, and neither did he. We were both just happy we finally had money. I was happy to finally have family time with my dad. Looking back, I wish those days never ended, but they did. Because soon, my dad came home with a new woman and told me that they were getting married. Despite the fact I really enjoyed spending time with my dad alone and resented the idea of getting a stepmom, I dealt with it and acted like I was happy with his decision. I knew how unhappy he was without mom all those years. I wanted him to find love again. And soon, my stepmom moved in along with her daughter, and they treated me terribly. But I dealt with it and didn't tell my dad about any of it because I just wanted him to be happy. Though I knew the only reason my stepmom was with him was because he had money. She and my stepsister were practically just using him, and it angered me. But as long as I had my dad and he was happy, I was happy. I didn't want to cause any unnecessary arguments with him about those jerks at the risk of losing my dad. However, despite all of the things I did, I ended up losing him anyways. One night, when he left to go to work, he never came home. And soon I figured out he was gone. I expected it to happen. His job was really risky and dangerous, but I just didn't think it would happen so soon. And after my dad was gone, there was no one to protect me from my stepsister and stepmom. There was no one who owned the house anymore and held dominance over them. I was all alone. Soon, my stepmom took ownership over the house, took all my dad's money, and tried to kick me out. But of course, I refused to leave. It wasn't their house to be taking, it was my dad's. But as a result, they'd scream at me and be mean to me every day so I'd leave. And that day, when you found me on the streets, I just wanted to say how thankful I am you came to rescue me. If it weren't for you, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. Don't cry. I'm here now. I'm sure your dad was a great guy who did what he had to do in order to give you a good life. I know how much it hurts to lose someone. Believe me. You do? Yes, because I've lost someone close to me too. You know how I always say I don't want kids, nor do I want a family? Well, it's for a reason. When I was 18, my niece Maya was born. Her dad had passed away while her mom was still carrying her, and her mother passed away shortly after she gave birth to her. She was an orphan, basically, and despite her being a strong alpha, our whole family assumed she was cursed and had bad luck because of what happened to her parents. But I didn't. I ignored their cruel words and loved and cherished her anyways. She was practically my daughter since I was with her 24/7 and I'd take care of her every day. For instance, I'd take her to work every day with me, and when I'd go to bed, she'd sleep in a crib beside me. I loved and cared for her like I was her father, and I basically was. She was my baby girl. And one day before her 3rd birthday, somebody took her life, and I know who. I just haven't been able to find them since, so I was never able to avenge her like I wanted to. And just like that, my baby girl was gone. She left and went up in the clouds with her parents, and she's never coming back. And
That's why I don't want children, because I never want to go through the pain of losing a child again. What the? But there's no paparazzi here to take pictures of this.
Exactly. And from that point onwards, our relationship didn't feel fake anymore. It felt real.
I really wanted her. I really wanted her to be mine.
Charles?
Mm-hmm.
There's someone knocking on the door.
That's nice.
Would you like to come with me to open it? I'll take that as a no. Jeez Louise, calm your horses! I'm coming! Who is it? Hello? Is anybody there? Why, hello there, Amy! Sariah, what are you doing here? You know exactly what I'm doing here. Your wedding with Charles is tomorrow. Wow, thanks for reminding me, Captain Obvious. Very funny. Thank you. I've been wanting to say that to someone all week now. I was being sarcastic, and now's not the time for jokes. I told you to break up with Charles before the wedding. Yeah, and I told you that wasn't going to happen. And I warned you there'd be consequences with that choice. So what? Have you come here to give me the consequence now? Oh no, I'm so scared. Your comedic attitude towards this situation isn't going to benefit anything. Well, if your consequence for me is beating me up, then that's not gonna work, honey. I'm not scared of being hurt by an alpha like you, because I have another alpha right there that can come out and save me. So go and find something else to threaten me with. Fine. There, I found it. I'll tell Charles about your father's past. Wait, what did you just say? You heard me. How do you think he'll react when he finds out your father was an assassin? Oh, better yet, when he finds out your father was the one who took down his niece. What? How do you know that? Oh, a special friend told me. Bexley! Hi, sis. In case you haven't noticed, I'm the special friend. Wow, sis, look how far you've gotten. You're living in a mansion, earning a lot of money, married to a millionaire alpha. Did you really think all those privileges were gonna last forever? You should have expected it all to come crashing down soon enough, because your past was eventually gonna come out to haunt you sooner or later. You're a terrible person. You don't love anyone. All you love is money, and Charles will find that out soon enough too. That you don't and will never truly love him. What are you talking about? Of course I love him. Oh, really? Is that why the only reason you agreed to marrying him was when a paycheck was involved? And anyways, even if you aren't using him, he'll never believe you. Well, he won't once we show him the picture. What picture? This picture. Oh, he knows exactly how Maya's assassin looked like. And in this picture, you're standing right beside him smiling, while he's got a weapon in his hand. I wonder how Charles will react once I show him this picture. You wouldn't. Oh, yes, I would. The only way I won't is if you break up with him before the wedding. But he's mine and only mine. I'm the one who's going to be marrying him, not you. And I told you that from the beginning. If you don't break up with him before the wedding, I will release those pictures not only to him, but to the press too, and ruin your reputation. You have until the wedding to make your decision. Choose wisely. Wow.
And the bride has arrived. You look so gorgeous.
Thanks.
I'm so lucky to be marrying you right now. Charles Eddington, do you take your gorgeous fiancée Amy Stone to be your wife? I do. And do you, Amy Stone, take your fiancé Charles Eddington to be your husband?
I don't.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. I'm serious. I'm sorry, Charles, but I can't. I don't want to marry you. I wish you and your family the best, and I hope you find someone better in the future. Goodbye, Charles.
I'm so sorry, Charles. That powerless peasant wasn't worth any of your time anyways. If it makes you feel any better, many other alphas would love to marry you right now. Get off me! No, I don't even want to think about marriage right now. I can't do this right now. I need some space. Charles! My baby! Let him go. He just needs some time alone. Amy! Are you still here? Please. I just want to talk. Huh? A note. Dear Charles, I'm writing this in a rush because I'm leaving in a few more minutes. I'm sorry I'm unable to be your wife like you wanted me to. I will always cherish you in my heart. But from the start, we knew we were not meant to be. I'll
I'll be leaving town with the 10K you gave me this month. I will start my life somewhere new without you. I'm sorry. I wish I could have been the one. But happy endings don't always happen. I wish you and Sariah a great long life together. Wait, what? Sariah? What does she mean, Sariah? Did I not tell her repeatedly that I didn't want Sariah? How in the world did she come to the conclusion that I'll move on with Sariah? This all just doesn't feel right. We got on just fine yesterday and this past week, but now suddenly she wants to leave to a different town and hope I move on with Sariah? Something must have happened that she's not telling me. The only way she can leave town is by going by train since she doesn't have a car. So she must be going to the train station right this moment. I need to get there before she leaves. Wait, my parents drove me over here to the wedding, so that means my car is still at my house, meaning I have no car to use to drive to the train station. And if I were to walk to the train station instead, it would take half an hour, so the train would already leave before I get there. Ugh! But I need to get there in 10 minutes or else the train will leave and she'll be gone. She'll be in a completely random town and I'll never see her again. What am I gonna do? I can't lose her. I need to know why she left before I'm ready to let her go. Charles, is that you? Are you okay? You know, with what happened on the altar between you and Amy and all? Yeah, I'm not okay. It's alright. You have me. Thank you. No problem. I'll always be here for you. If you like, I could take you over to my house in comfort. Wait, you drove here in your car, right? Right. Could you please drive me over to the train station? What? Why? I'll explain later. Please, I just really need to get to the train station in 10 minutes. And if I don't get there, I don't know what I'll do. Please, Sariah, you're all I have left. Sure then. Anything for you. Thank you so much, Sariah. It's working. He's already falling in love with me. Let's go! So, where are you heading? Questionable outfit choice, but alright. Are you a runaway bride or something? What? No! Sort of. What? Did you choose to ditch the wedding and run away as soon as you put on the dress? Ugh. Sorry. I did not leave before the wedding could happen. I said I don't at the altar and left. You left the dude at the altar? Dang, that's harsh. What did he do to make you do that? He didn't do any. That, Mr. Train Driver, is none of your business. Would you just stop asking questions about my personal life and take me to my destination? Alright, where are you heading then? I'm heading to Oakville. That's a completely different town and almost 12 hours away from here. Yes, thank you for clarifying that. Are you sure you want to go that far away? Positive. Now can you stop asking me questions and just do your job and drive? Alright, runaway bride. Hand me over your ticket. Ticket? Yes, your train ticket to confirm you're heading to Oakville. I need it. Well, you see, sir, I don't have it. Look, I just arrived at the train station 10 minutes ago and I didn't have the time to get a ticket. But I had all this time to waste talking to you. Can you just take me to Oakville anyways? Sorry, no can do. I don't do charity work. All I do is drive a train. Maybe come back next time when you have money. But I do have money. I'll pay you to take me to Oakville. I'll give you $100 if you take me to Oakville. Sorry, you should have bought a ticket instead with that money. I'm going to kindly ask you to leave now, ma'am. Please, you don't understand. I need to leave here as soon as possible. Sorry, no ticket, no ride. Now please exit, ma'am. I'll pay you $1,000 if you take me to Oakville. 1,000? If you take me to Oakville right now. Well, then I guess... Amy! And your groom arrived. I'll let you two sort this out alone. Amy, it's so good to see you again. Get off me! How did you even get here? Did you follow me? What? No. Didn't me saying I don't and leaving you at the altar tell you that I'm not interested? But we just got on so well yesterday. What happened? I thought we loved each other. Well, you thought wrong. I never loved you, Charles. Now let me go and marry Sariah or something. Someone who's really right for you. Ugh. No! If you're going to leave me, then I demand all my money back. What? The 10,000. I want it all back. The only reason I gave it to you was because you were supposed to marry me. But since you're not going to, I want it all back. But then I'll have no money or anywhere to go. And that's not my problem. You think I'm playing games? I'm not. You either be honest with me and tell me what's going on, or you can leave with nothing. Your choice. Please, you don't understand. I'll try to understand. I can't tell you. I just can't. Then I'd like my money back and we can say goodbye and never see each other again. If I tell him, he'll hate me forever. And if I don't, I'll be homeless. My hand is still empty. My father was the guy who took down Mia. It was my father, all right? And the reason why you couldn't find him him to avenge Mia was because he passed away a week later. I'm sorry for this. For everything. I'm sorry you hate me now and our relationship had to end on a bitter note. But I guess none of this was just meant to be. You can take the money. It's in the bag on the floor. Just know I'll always love you even if you despise me. What? I'll always love you too. And I'd never despise you. What? Didn't you hear what I just said? My dad. I heard. But you're not at fault for your dad's actions. He did that, not you. Thank you so much for understanding. I didn't know it was your niece who my dad had taken down either. It was only until you described what happened with your niece that I realized it was my dad. I wouldn't have ever done anything if I knew. You didn't do anything, Amy. Just because your dad did something wrong doesn't mean you're at fault for it. You're your own person. You didn't do it yourself. He did. So you don't hate me? I'd never hate you, Amy. I'm in love with you. Truly in love with you. So, was this the reason you ran away at the altar? Yes. This and something else. Sariah threatened to tell you all of this if I didn't dump you before we got married. Sariah did what? Charles, are you done yet? What the? Amy! Didn't I warn you to stay away from him? Do you know what I'm going to do to you? I'm going to tell him everything. Don't bother. I already know everything. What? No, you don't. That her dad took down Mia? Yeah, I know. How do you? Because she told me. She told me everything herself. And if you really thought that was going to get in the way of our relationship, you were so wrong. I don't love you, Sariah. Get over it. I've been telling you that for months now. I'm in love with Amy. And after you went as far as to threaten my fiance, I think I'll need to take future measures to ensure my future wife's safety. I'll be getting a restraining order against you. Wait, what? Charles, please. I hope to never speak or hear from you ever again. Now, if you excuse me, my fiance and I have a wedding to go to. Let's go, babe. You have a train ticket? I don't think he's coming back. I'm sorry it had to be like this. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Run! Run! We're back and ready to continue the wedding. Please calm down, guests. We'll explain everything later. Can you just carry on with the speech from where we left it for now? Okay. Do you, Amy Stone, take your beloved fiancé Charles Eddington to be your husband? I do. Hallelujah. And do you, Charles Eddington, take Amy Stone to be your wife? No. I take her as more, to be my lover, my protector, and my queen. I take her to be my soulmate for life. I love you, Amy. I love you too, Charles. And with the power invested in me today, I now pronounce you both husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. So that was the full story of Paid to Marry the Alpha, a Gacha Life mini-movie by Lily Truscott, MSP. I will have the original in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. And if you're new, subscribe to GamingMermaid or Merman. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.